Hi everyone. I hope you can hear me okay. I think there's a microphone. Oh, hold on. Hold on. My flight was delayed, but now they're making an announcement. Ooh, boarding in next 30 minutes. Perfect. Hi, I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay? Is everything coming through? I think this is where the mic is, so just let me know that you can hear fine. Hi everyone. Yeah, I know it's been a while. Yes, okay, cool. Thank you. I know it's been a while since I put out a proper video. I'm glad you can hear me. I'm just so busy. I've been in a show, and I'm starting a new show on Tuesday, so I'm in two shows at the same time. Right now, I'm traveling to San Francisco. Hey, Annie. Leo Sun Aqua Moon. I am meeting so many people who have like parents or friends that are Leo Sun Aqua Moon. My friend's dad and the child that she babysits. And I'm like, yeah, we're a handful, but you have to love us. Good morning, Dawn. Yeah, I have been up since 4, and then I took a shower, and I took a lift over here, and then I got here, and then my flight was delayed 2 hours. So I actually had to wait 3 hours because I arrived early. I'm listening to something. Okay, they're just getting the crew off the plane. So anyway, I've just been chilling out. I tried to sleep on the floor. I got a coffee. Hi, Marco. Yes, it's freezing. It's absolutely freezing, and I'm wearing I tried to be cute because I thought it was going to be quick and I was going to get on the plane. It's a quick flight. It's freezing. Like, even with this coffee, I'm freezing. But it is what it is. Anyway, hey everybody. Oh, I'm so happy you guys are all tuning in. I know it's like kind of a weird time, but actually pretty good for people in Europe and both in the States. Oh, hi Jason. Thank you. I like your videos, Berkeley Represent. Yes, thank you. So yeah, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, I know I haven't been regular on YouTube, and I do apologize. I've just been, if you watch my vlog, I've been working a lot on being present in my life, doing the things that make me happy. Not that YouTube doesn't, I'm just saying in general. Focusing on my shows, working really hard. I'm working so hard with auditions and things like that. So, and sometimes because I want to be very, very happy on camera, what? Because I want to be very, very happy. Thank you. Happy birthday week. Oh, I am the 19th, August 19th. Anyway, because I want to be happy and I want to make quality videos, I don't like to get on camera if I'm going to be like, hey guys, this is a rising sign video, because I'm pretty bad at hiding emotion. I think I'm good at it, but I know I'm not. And I'd rather, videos are up forever most of the time, so I'd rather them be high quality and fun, and have the time to edit them, especially those rising signs videos. No, I'm a Leo. I know you guys really look forward to those rising sign videos especially, but it actually takes a really long time to edit those and plan out the whole thing. So I just, need to put aside the time to do it. So the vlog that I put up, I'm actually kind of proud of that. Zodiac Signs in High School Part 2, I have to film that. Hopefully this next week. I mean, I'm starting a new show, so it's crazy. My schedule is crazy, but I will. That one is not going to be too hard. It's not much crazy editing, so I just need to sit down and do it. Oh, random question, Leah. I was going to DM you. Would you consider making an intro to becoming entrepreneur or freelancer video? A girl's trying to hustle. Absolutely, I love that. It's a great idea. I mean, mine is a lot of entertainment stuff, so for me, it's like get an agent, but maybe an overall tip would be like find a mentor or I think I can translate it to not just entertainment, because I also do have a side hustle. I do Rover, I do dog sitting, I do YouTube, so I love that idea, because I'm really looking forward to pushing my channel in a more lifestyle direction. I will always love astrology, but I think feeling like that's the only thing I can talk about on my channel doesn't make me happy. It makes me feel like, oh, okay, perfect, Leah, then that will apply to you. Amazing. I love that idea. Feeling like there's only one subject I can talk about. I mean, no matter how much you love a subject, if you continue talking about it for years, and that's all that the only side you show of yourself, you know, miss you too. It gets exhausting, and I feel like my battery for Zodiac stuff is depleting, and I want to make my channel a little more well-rounded as far as, sorry, I keep sniffing, the air is very dry, who I am as a person and other things that I'm into, and that way when I do make the astrology videos a couple times a month, I'm more in a high energy mood to make them rather than like, oh, here we go, da 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 da. It kind of for a second felt like I was like a captive to only making those videos. And then I read comments and, I make a non-related video and people are like, where's the Zodiac video? And it's like, I get it. I totally get it. But, I'm not making them for a reason. It's just like, I need to be in the right mindset. What was my favorite class or teacher at Berkeley? My favorite teacher... I worked a lot with Ken Zambello in the shows. He's not there anymore, but he was cool. Daryl Lowry was an amazing Ear Training 3 or Ear Training 4 teacher. Loved him. Who else? My favorite class. I loved, there was like a Mesoamerican art class. I loved that one. I loved my musical theater classes. I loved all my classes. All channels must grow in some way. I think so too, And I don't want to just be the astrology girl because also I don't know everything, And there are people out there who have online degrees in this subject and they can do the mathematics of it and all of that. And I'm more into the anthropological side, or rather like human behavior and all of that, because I'm very interested in psychology and human behavior and human interaction. So that's my, I think, specialty with Zodiac stuff. So sometimes I have a little bit of imposter syndrome because people ask me questions and I'm like, I don't know that. I'm not familiar with that. But you know what? I'm a human being. I never came on YouTube meaning to do astrology. It was just something that I like talking about in my real life, and somebody suggested I make the video and it blew up. So when people ask, like, can you make the videos on this technical aspect? I'm like, there are people that can explain that better. Because I like to make more personality videos. If you look back at my channel, a lot of them are privated, but I started for, years as a beauty channel. I was really trying to be a beauty channel, like, as if, because I'm not going to get all that equipment. And also, I am glad that I did not blow up in the beauty community, because the things that they consider normal, the behavior that a lot of those people consider acceptable or participate in makes me anxious, and I'm not even involved. So I'm glad I tried. I'm glad I never blew up as a beauty influencer, because that is just but yeah, anyway, my channel is going to grow and expand, and you're going to see new sides of me, and it's going to be fun. And we're going to bring new people to the family, because if I make theater videos, theater kids are going to watch. If I make videos about thrifting, my favorite thrifted clothes, those people are going to watch. Love your diversity and authenticity. Thank you, Timberly. Cool name. Lily, oh so silly. Do you have any advice for long-distance relationships? Communicate. You will learn. My number one tip of advice, that's redundant. My number one tip would be learn your love languages. And there's a book on it, but you can also read about it online. And it's, I believe there are 5: acts of service, quality time, gifts, words of affirmation, and physical touch. And you might have several of these, but it is how you express and receive love. And it's funny, because if you're not getting one of those, you truly don't feel loved. So you need to make sure you guys both know your love languages, and your maybe number 2 as well, because number 1, if your number 1 love language is physical touch, you're not able to touch each other all the time. So you need to go with that number 2, which might be quality time, and that means FaceTiming, or that means planning, taking the time to plan when to see each other. You might be someone who really needs, like for me, I need to know that I'm going to see you every month. I need that to be planned. I can't just leave it up in the air. But overall, long distance relationships really show you very quickly if you're meant to be with that person or not. I've been in a few, and they teach me a lot, and I always learn very quickly. They show you very quickly the perhaps weaknesses in communication, or what you might lack, where your insecurities are. They bring a lot of things to light. So they're a great learning experience. And if you're in one, I wish you the best of luck and all that. I listen to all the music. Kris Jenner's my motivator. You're an amazing little lady. I told my daughter to follow. You're inspiring. Your Virgo friend. Thank you so much for listening to my music. Thank you. Seriously. It means so much. Chelsea, thank you. Did you meet John Mayer at school? No. He did some workshops while I was there, but I didn't meet him. You have an awesome personality and you talk about pocket lint and people will listen. Thank you. Are you into video games sometimes, RPGs? No, but I just did a voiceover for a video game. I can't say what it is, but it's one that's coming out, and I'm a pretty main character. I'm pretty psyched. Where am I going? I'm going to San Francisco, so it's just like a 45-minute flight. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Amelia Rychek, I think is the way you say her last name. She is a slow fashion, sustainable YouTuber, but she's not like arrogant, and she's not holier than thou. She also shares a lot of her financial journey. Also, Emily Martinez is, for a long time, she was a cruise ship entertainer, so a lot of her videos are about being a cruise ship entertainer, but she's like, her and her husband are entertainers, singers, dancers, actors. So it's all about that, and they're really cool and down to earth. I do not follow people that I wouldn't be friends with in real life, or I don't follow people that make me feel bad about my life, or like, you know, like those people who are like, you have to eat this way and you have to live this way, or you're like, I'm not putting up with that. So those two I love. I love some ASMR channels. I love Isis. Not Isis. I mean, maybe you pronounce it that way, like the goddess, but her name, it's like ASMR ICES, Isis. And she does these ASMRs where she role plays as a southern auntie, and it's amazing. Who else? Life with Mac, that young girl who's like a redhead. She's great. I love her. I don't know if I don't know if I really care about like mega YouTubers. I can't think of anyone who is. I mean, I do love once in a while to binge watch some Trisha Paytas. My Toe Cold, Drew Monson, love him to death. Will always support him. Chelsea, I was confused what my love language is, and lately I discovered the number one is quality time. That's mine too. If people don't set aside time to spend with me, I feel very neglected, and I feel very sad. I don't care if they send me gifts. I don't care if they send me a nice text. If you're not spending time with me, I feel neglected. You want to grab some pizza with me? Keep it casual. Oh, pizza is not what I actually want at 8 o'clock in the morning. Are you planning on releasing any music soon? Yes. I need to organize that with Gio and figure that out and do the album art and everything. I've just been taking a little break and kind of getting my stuff together and letting the dust settle from stuff that's been going on in my life. But I have so many songs, and I know people always ask this, and I know you guys are going to listen. And I appreciate that, because for a long time I didn't really have many people asking for my music. So, and I still put it out, but it feels good for people to ask. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I have one song. I know we have at least one that's completely ready. So I just need to crack down and do the cover art. You're welcome, Lily, for the advice. Thanks for asking. Is the beauty community demonic? I don't know about demonic. I just think a lot of them are not nice, and it's most of it is based off of vanity. So it can't really be, you know, I don't get any, most of the time, only certain YouTubers, I can feel some kind of depth and connection in that sense. But, you know, it's a hard thing if that's your whole brand, is just like being beautiful and looking more beautiful. It's also very consumerist. A lot of it is like the new this, look at this PR package, look at this, I'm not using this, it's like very wasteful. And nowadays, like knowing what's going on with our planet, it's very difficult for me to watch that. It's very difficult for me to watch people be so wasteful and ungrateful and checked out of the world. So YouTubers I enjoy as far as beauty are just ones that are I like TT Sandra, the people that are just kind of reusing Matilda, people that are reusing what they have, and channels that are not so much about like I bought this, this is new, but more about like I love Wayne Goss, you know. I don't really care about the new stuff. I'm so not into like buying the new trendy makeup. This is what I look like on a daily basis. I don't do anything crazy. Hey, Mattness, thank you. Or Matt Nez, I don't know. Advice on finding a girlfriend in a society with heavy gender segregation. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but be respectful and just live your life, and people will come to you. You know, when they get a confident energy from you, they will come to you. And you will feel chemistry with someone, and then you can pursue that. But I wouldn't just go out in the world like pursuing a girlfriend. How was being a part of the Beachella? I always say Beachella experience. It was really cool. It was really eye-opening. It was magical being able to work with Beyonce and sing with her and be with her band and see how the whole show comes together and see how many moving parts are really involved in a show like that. Like there's so much that goes into Beyonce being Beyonce besides just Beyonce. So that was really cool. And she's shorter than me. Like, it says she's 5'6" online, but I'm like, you're 5'4". Like, I met her and I was like, you are short. She is a little cutie. But it was great. It's an experience that I suppose I'll talk about in depth one day, but obviously I wasn't on stage for Coachella because things were switched around a little bit. So I was a part of the rehearsals and then was not a part of the show. And so that was kind of like one major heartbreak that I felt in my life. And it wasn't because of like my talent or I wasn't unprofessional. It was just the vision that she had for the show, if you know what I mean. I don't fit it. But, but I'm so grateful that I had the experience. And it also taught me where I want my career to go and what fulfills me. I really thought like, this is the be all end all singing with Beyonce. This is like what's going to make me so happy because everybody at Berkeley is going to freak out. Everybody's going to think I'm so cool because I get to work with Beyonce. And actually, like, when I didn't continue rehearsals, when my time working with that team ended, I got to do Tuacahn, and I fell back in love with musical theater and have not looked back. So every door closes and opens for a reason. So it was a really cool experience, and I'm really psyched to be in the documentary for a little bit. That was pretty sick. Crush is a Leo, and he compliments me a lot and texts me. Okay, so that could either be him liking you or him just being bored, and also Leos love to give out compliments. He also might want you to compliment him. But if he texts you a lot, I'd say he likes you. Leos don't really like... the thing is with us, you have to be careful because a challenge is fun, and then once we get somebody, we're over it. So, like, just be careful because I do know, like, Leos are all about, like, oh, can I get this person? Cat and mouse, and then once they catch the mouse, it's like they're all bored. So, just have fun. I'm sure he likes you, or he or she likes you, but just be wary. Leos are, like, honestly, even though I am one, like, not that I don't trust them, they're not shady, just their behavior is, like, so weird. How do you keep everything organized with all your different projects? I use a planner. I love to use a planner. And then some things fall to the wayside. For example, like YouTube, I don't do two uploads every week anymore because I am doing shows and da-da-da-da-da. And I can't do dog sitting anymore. I only have so much room on my plate, and I move things around to make room for what I need to eat, the big entree. So that's how it goes. Keep myself from getting overwhelmed. I've learned to say no to stuff that I'm like, oh, I should say yes. But I don't say no in the sense that, like, I suffer. Like, if my friends are going out and I have to get up early the next morning, but I think I can make it work, I'm going out because you only live once. But I'm saying, like, things that I don't want to be a part of, things that I don't really want my brand aligned with, but maybe it'll give me a little bit of money. I'm like, no, I can say no to that. I've heard you talk about Cancer Mars or cancers. I think someone answered that. A podcast. Yeah, I would absolutely be interested in doing a podcast. Do you guys have any ideas for subjects, like just general? Because I don't know if I don't know if I can do more astrology content only, but podcast sounds fun. What do you suggest on how to lose feelings for someone who calls you a friend yet flirts with you and makes an effort to contact you every day? Yeah, you distance yourself from them because that they're using you as, I like to call it, an emotional girlfriend or boyfriend, and that's not fair. They're getting all of the pluses, the emotional pluses of having a girlfriend without doing the work. And that's not fair, and that is using you. So if you see it for what it is, you probably don't want to be friends with them because they're using you. I think once you distance yourself, you will feel better. But if you are around them, if you are allowing them to be a major part of your life, it's going to be very hard for you to move on. Trust me, very hard. So you have to take your distance. If that's what you really want to do and you want to get over them, you got to take your distance.
Authorized adults escorting unaccompanied minors. Thank you for choosing Hollywood Burbank Airport.
Are women into musicians? Of course they are, but why? Confidence. You know, seeing somebody on stage is one of the most showy displays of confidence and self-security and displays of talent, and that's all very attractive. It's like peacocking. It's a cool Beyonce story. Thank you. Self-love and self-care. Yes, absolutely. What if we haven't met yet? Wait, what is this referencing? You haven't met yet? What's my ethnicity? I am half Mexican and a little Japanese, and which we found out in my dad's DNA test. I'm just so proud of it. And so my dad is from Mexico, and my mom is from the U.S., but ethnically very Irish, and German, and Swedish, and English, and Welsh, and French. Just really white, really Western European white. Should I show off my musical talents to meet women? Honestly, I wouldn't do anything just to meet women. Like, that's very general, you know? I wouldn't live your life trying to meet women. Like, the right person's going to come along, but if you're doing things to generally meet, like, I don't know. I think you just do you. Do you. Salvi in Japanese here. Hello. It's the emotional girlfriend situation. Oh, okay. Thank you, Annie. If you haven't met them, well, then easier. Then even easier. Like, you just distance yourself. You just distance yourself. Most effective vocal warm-up. Honestly, singing songs in the car. I will start with songs that are like in a comfortable range, and then I just like to sing along to the radio, and by the time I get to my show, I'm warmed up. And I know that sounds dumb because I also know like you should do the structured warm-ups, but those help me a lot because sometimes when my mind is on warm-ups, my range feels a lot smaller because I'm like, this is a high note because I feel that the chord is modulating. But if it's in a song that I'm like singing and not really thinking about it because I'm driving, I can really loosen up my voice. Somebody say what's up. Hey Jay. Top places you would love to travel to. Lebanon, Egypt, I suppose Dubai, but I feel like if I go to Dubai, I'm just going to feel really poor. I mean, these are places I haven't been. Tahiti. What else? Morocco. I was very close to going, but I didn't go. The Alps. What else? Yeah. Oh, Japan. Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and ask me a question. You guys can ask astrology questions too. I'm just talking about in general, like when I was talking before. I just don't, my videos are not going to all be astrology, but you guys are welcome to ask me questions. I can't do a whole chart reading, but you're welcome to ask me questions. I don't want you to ever feel like I'm like, shut up. There's this guy I'm really into, but I don't think is he getting boring. No. Okay, I'm gonna do about 5 more minutes. I'm really glad I could make it on, you guys. Like, it makes me really happy to talk to you guys. There's this guy I'm really into, but I don't think he wants to date me, as he is sort of friends with my ex. Even though my ex dumped me in an awful way, I feel like he's into me and won't date me. Yeah, I mean, that's on him. He's trying to be a good friend, or he's trying to stay neutral, and that sucks, and that must hurt. But basically, you have to decide when you're going to draw the line. Like, if that's what you want with him, if you want to date and you're a relationship-based person like I am, accept that part about you. Don't be ashamed of it, and it's just, don't be an emotional girlfriend, you know? Don't give people the benefit of relationships that don't deserve it. How to get over a friendship breakup. Mourn it. Let yourself be sad. It's almost worse than a breakup because friendships you never expect to be done, you know. Relationships, you're like, well, we're either gonna like get married or whatever your end goal is, or we break up. So sometimes you're like, well, I suppose this was this was something that would happen, I guess. Friendship breakups are really hard, but tips to get over them: just connect with yourself more, remember why that friendship broke up, and notice the good things in your life that are still there even though this person is not your friend, you know? You're breathing, you're healthy, you have other friends, you have family. This might open you up to new friends too, because when I've gotten out of toxic relationships of any kind, a flood of opportunity, of financial abundance, of romance comes into my life. It's almost like there was like a blockage removed, and the flood comes in. It's crazy. So just let yourself mourn about it. But life goes on, and there are so many things to be happy about and appreciate. Okay, because you love fashion, I had a question about pants. As a trans guy, I hate my hips, and I have a hard time finding pants that don't show them off much. Do you know of any cuts or something? Well, you're wearing cuts like dudes' pants, right? So not skinny jeans, because those are gonna like accentuate curved lines. I would go for just straight. Like, check out Levi's. I feel like you need a little bit of sagging in that area, not like sagging down your butt, but you need like a little bit of looseness. And if you wear them, let's see, I'm trying to think, because you don't want them to start at the widest part of your hip, because wherever that starts, it makes it appear bigger. So get a nice mid-rise but straight leg. Anything that tapers, anything that gets smaller by your ankle is going to make your thighs and your hips look like, you know, they're going to show a curve. Because there's a natural curve there for everybody, really. Like, obviously your ankles are not as big as your thighs. So a straight leg I would go for. Could you make a video on budgeting? Absolutely, absolutely. I'm not the expert at it, but I have really gotten into it in the past year as someone who used to not like want to even look at their bank account, like truly was just ignoring their finances. So absolutely. And congrats on your first real girl job. Hello. I heard you want to learn Arabic, so I'm Egyptian. Hey, yes, I do. I'm on Duolingo trying to learn Arabic, but joke's on me because they start with the alphabet. And so I have to read the frickin' alphabet. And Arabic, when you've never learned a language that has characters, I've only ever learned languages that are written with the same letters as English. So Arabic, I'm like, oui, wa. Like, what are you saying? I mean, it's not too bad, but I really wanted to learn some vocab. But I also listen to Arabic music, so that might help. Like, Ya Habibi Yallah. Everybody knows that. Or Awinos. Nos, Habibi Yallah. I don't know. Anyway, I love Arabic music, and I love Arabic. It's so beautiful. Hey, Poetic Drugs, what's up? Chelsea Henner, did you have a day job before you did YouTube and acting? I have worked as a hostess at a restaurant. I have worked at Nordstrom 2 separate times. What else? When I moved to LA, I always did acting. And I always was pursuing that. And then on the side, I would do dog sitting. Because I wanted to have an open schedule. My Berkeley professor is against singing in the car. Well, I'm not, so that's it. That's how I do half my warm-ups. I turn on Spotify warm-ups and I sing along in the car, so, I mean, whatever. I don't want to meet him and I'm going to distance myself big time. Yeah, I mean, that's what sounds best, but you do what you want to do. I have really overprotective parents and I don't have any friends, so I talk to people on the internet, but if I get caught, I'll get in a lot of trouble. What do I do? I'm also struggling with depression. Well, first and foremost, please reach out to someone. There are so many resources where you can speak to someone, you can get help from a therapist. Know that you're not alone, and I'm so sorry you're going through that. As far as your overprotective parents, I sort of understand the struggle. And it is what it is. And if talking to people, if it's appropriate, don't put yourself in a dangerous situation. But if that's, making you happy, you just got to be careful. I mean, if they truly are overprotective, like, they just want to protect you, obviously, but you got to live your life. So I'm not encouraging you to, like, go against your parents, but also you should be able to talk to people if it's appropriate and safe. Podcast, live your podcast in different fashion styles and relationships. Physiological side of it. Love it. Okay. Love your hair. Thank you. Really? What type of food dishes do you prefer? Are you health conscious? Yeah, I'm health conscious, but I also love to indulge. At home, I like to make things with Asian flavors almost all the time, like ponzu, sesame oil, soy sauce. I use that stuff all the time. I love Indian food. I love sushi. And once in a blue moon, I love a good Italian meal. Are you going to do your No Spend September again? Honestly, maybe. That was a really good one last month. I saved so much money. I'm Arab, but not Muslim. Straight leg jeans. My body's changed a lot since becoming a dog walker and started walking a lot. Oh, nice. Can you talk about Cancer and Leo in love? Briefly, hard to keep the flame because Leo will feel often smothered and like, can you stop being so moody? I can't even keep up with your moods. Pay attention to me, but you want me to pay attention to you. And Cancer is like, you're so insensitive. What inspired you to learn Arabic? I don't know if you believe in past lives or past experiences, but I have very, very, very close emotional ties with like the Middle East, architecture, music, all of that. It like feels very familiar to me, even though I'm not Middle Eastern and I didn't grow up in a Middle Eastern culture. So I don't know really. Middle Eastern history fascinates me, and I think it is a beautiful language, and a lot of Middle Eastern people are really cool, and I'd like to be able to converse with them. Oh, the noise from the road will make you push your voice. Yeah, but when I'm singing in the car, I'm not competing to be heard. I turn down the radio and I'm kind of just mindlessly singing along. Yeah, you don't want to be screaming, but like, I feel like that's just good technique. Okay, 2 more questions. Past lives, yes. Listen to the music and the language you want to learn. Yeah, exactly. It's so funny when I listen to my Arabic music, like all the lyrics, it's so beautiful. It's like, you are the light of my eye, like Yanur El Ain. I will die for you. You are like everything to me. It's so romantic. You want to visit Dubai? Yes, I know, but I just said that, but I said I'm going to feel so poor if I go to Dubai. I feel like I'm not going to be able to afford to do anything cool, but it looks gorgeous. I'll go. My friend actually just moved there. How do you learn more about past lives? I know people meditate a lot. I know people also see other people to help them look into that. You can do tarot readings. To be honest, I got to look more into it. I haven't spent much time. I just like intuitively know what some of my past lives were. Ich bin Leo. Have a safe trip. Oh, low-key hope. I actually answered your question like 10 minutes ago, so I'm not sure if you stood up and pieced out, but I answered it. But also, if anybody wants to weigh in the comments, go ahead if you're open to that. Guys, I'm going to log off because I think my flight is boarding soon. So I love you guys so much. I'm so glad I got to talk to you. Keep up with me on Instagram, G Francesca Music, because I'm on there every day. so you can know what's going on with me and that I'm very much alive. I'm traveling to San Francisco, so it's a very quick flight. But I love you guys very much. I appreciate you all tuning in, and have a great Sunday and have a great week. You got this. We got this. We're in this together. Seriously, follow me on Instagram because I'm always posting inspirational stuff or like we got this. So if you need some encouragement. All right, guys, I love you very much, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye.